First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there. We're working with authorities to get to the bottom of it. But Hunter says it seems like it was just a random, unstable individual.
Is this how things are handled over here in WWE? At least in MMA, I knew when I was going to get hit. Maybe I would have been better off staying where I was.
I assure you that's not the case. You're in good hands with us.
So if it was a random person, what was with that stuff on the Tron?
I wouldn't assume the two things were connected. Could have just been unrelated technical difficulties. Either way, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Better to focus on the positive and move on.
Well, I'm focused on kicking someone's ass. Don't care who it is.
Perfect. I'll set up a match for you next week on SmackDown, and I'll make sure it's against a local competitor that you'll be sure to dominate. After that, no one will be talking about what happened tonight.
Hey, you alright?
I'm fine. I know we didn't cross paths too much when you were in MMA, but it's good to see a friendly face here. Anyway, it's wrestling. On to the next thing, right?
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I agree. I'll be ready if and when something happens again.
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy. I'm a lot more angry than I am hurt.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. The perfect way to blow off a little steam.
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because that's who I'd like to get my hands on.
I do not. However, since I got promoted, which was definitely based on merit, not because Roman Reigns landed on me at WrestleMania and Triple H felt bad about my numerous injuries, I've been put in charge of booking the matches for our live events.
Congratulations?
You should be congratulating yourself, because I've got my eye on you to be the main attraction for our next big tour.
I appreciate it, Troy, but I'm focused on figuring out who jumped me and then enacting some very disproportionate revenge.
That's exactly why you should compete in some live event matches. It's the perfect opportunity to sharpen your skills and max out your abilities. Trust me, you won't believe the kind of rewards you'll get with live events.
Fine, Troy. Next time you have a live event opportunity, hit me up.
You're the best. Thanks so much. You'll find me waiting for you when I'm ready to book the next bunch of shows.
Can't wait.
Not only is this an opportunity for the #1 pick to show her skills in a WWE ring for the first time, it's also a chance to erase the memory of that attack last week.
You got that right, Michael. I'm sure she's a lot more comfortable in the ring where her opponent isn't hiding in the shadows.
Well, if the former MMA champion lives up to the hype, sensational Starla might be wishing she could hide. This could be a very one-sided matchup. And a mat slam! Oh, this is just ruthless. Boom! Slam!
With authority.
And she's tilting this fight in her favor.
Starla might be in a panic soon. Oh, my goodness. Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball. Oh, what a kick.
Ooh. Brutal offense.
Tremendous pressure being applied in this head crank.
Oh, man. Looks like her opponent's not going to need a chiropractor.
Jarring impact.
Ooh. Oh, not the hair. Anything but the hair.
I mean, it's effective.
The damage is all catching up with her now.
Taking on so much offense. You got to worry about the lingering effects.
And now she's being overwhelmed by this attack.
Yeah, she's definitely on the back foot now.
Boom, what a kick.
Oh! Some agility gets her out of dodge.
Ooh, that hurt. Neither superstar giving an inch here. Boom! That puts her on the offensive. The fight is on, and it's furious.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down. Who will break first? That is the question.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
Kick to the stomach puts an end. Huge clothesline delivered. Quick thinking, managing to duck out of the way, delivers a nice back body drop. Looking. Oh, what a jarring spine buster. Wow, that is some impressive strength. Dominator.
Can she get the pinfall?
Maybe.
She overcomes the pinfall attempt.
Staying in this one.
What a way to get out of that one.
Slips out of the way and lands the backbreaker.
And she quickly turned that around. Looking a little dazed here. Fends it off. Good counter. She leaves the ring, but she can be counted out here. Just like that, she turned it around.
Oh! Manages to slip out of the way. Dominating shoulder tackle.
And she's making her way to the top rope here.
Lining her up perfectly. I would feel what's coming next.
From the top.
Stops the attack with a power slam. She's pumped. The WWE Universe is pumped. I'm pumped.
Fireman's carry. What a slam.
Starla looks out of it.
Oh, look out.
She got her shoulders down. And she fights it off.
She just won't stay down.
Lifted up into the fireman's carry position.
She gets around the attack. Flipping senton. That was nice.
The cover. Is it in?
What a resounding victory here tonight for the #1 pick.
I agree, Byron. That was pure domination.
The hell? Not this again.
It's the same attacker from the draft.
Where's security? Come on.
I guess she's taking matters into her own hands.
Good. I'm sick of this. And this time, they're not getting away. The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Roxanne Perez from NXT? Why was she doing this?
We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
That's enough. Sit down and stay there. What are we going to do with her?
We're gonna get some answers, and we're gonna get them right now.
You have no idea.
You better start explaining real fast before I beat the truth out of you.
The new era has arrived.
I know you like attention, but why did you target me? Jealous that I was the #1 pick and you weren't even drafted?
You? It's about us, them, all of them.
Who is them? Did you convince some desperate lackey to be your sidekick?
Lardon.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking nobody out of here!
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
I think so too. Roxanne is a little out there, but I don't think she'd do this on her own. There's gotta be other people involved.
Exactly. And the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be.
Even though Roxanne Perez did not want to respond to questions last week, she has a lot to answer for tonight.
This is about more than just Roxanne, Saxton. She may have been acting alone, but the message being sent tonight is for all of WWE.
And that message is clear. These kind of attacks are over. Now it's up to our top draft pick to make sure that point hits home in the ring.
Oh, and a mat slam, too. Bam! She dodges out of the way.
Destructive use of the knee. The damage is starting to affect her.
She knows this is only the beginning, but there's more to come.
Bam! She flipped that attack around.
Every counter being answered with another.
Kick to the back.
And able to beat Perez to the punch. Ooh!
Oh, my goodness. Just punishing their opponent.
2 fists full of hair. This can't be legal.
Oh, just dropped her like she was nothing. Roxanne sensed that was coming.
Lifted high into an electric chair position.
Into an electric chair facebuster, my goodness.
Transitions to the cover.
But is it enough?
And she decides to back off for the moment. Fireman's carry. What a slam.
That could be curtains for Roxanne.
2 count. This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Roxanne Perez and whatever this was all about.
Now what?
Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Nikita Lyons from behind. What is happening?
And now Roxanne Perez is recovered and is joining NXT's Nikita Lyons. Clearly Perez wasn't acting alone in all this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Nick Aldis is trying to intervene.
Trick Williams with a chair.
And all this goes down, too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed, too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions.
What the?
Bayley and KO part of this? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Adam Pearce, and we're going to work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said. About Triple H?
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
You're right. Punk's fired up about getting attacked and not thinking straight. He did have a point, though, that we have to be careful about who to trust.
I know. It seems like Bailey and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
And it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who can step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from... They're from MMA.
Okay. But how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We used to date. So yeah, I'd say I know them very well. And trust was never an issue.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Hey, it's been a minute.
I know. Thanks for coming here on short notice.
No problem. But are you sure you want me to help you with this? I know I've dabbled in wrestling before, but I've been focusing on MMA the past few years. Just seems kind of, I don't know, desperate?
Ah, my ex calling me desperate. I missed that.
I'm going to ignore that. But I suppose we did make a good team. Might be nice to get back together. In the ring only, of course.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
Well, I'm not fighting again for another 6 months. I suppose this would be a unique way to train for that. All right, I'm in.
Great. I've arranged for you to have a warm-up match here today before we tackle NXT together. I know you're used to knockout and submission rules in MMA, but today's pinfall only to get used to wrestling again.
Go for the 3 count. Got it. I'm gonna go get changed.
We are gonna kick some mutiny ass!
Haven't changed a bit.
All right, show Adrian why you're the only person on Earth I'd bring in here to watch my back. Don't let them get in your head. Stay strong. Show me some aerial offense! You can taunt your opponent here. It's actually encouraged. Pressure on. Don't give them room to breathe. I knew I made the right choice bringing you in. That's it. You're making this look easy. Use your striking to set up a grapple.
So this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need the space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy. But for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this fighting in MMA, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best. Which, in my case, is being... comedic and fun.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
I've only been here for 5 minutes, but I'm already sick of Mutiny bragging about their precious intergender NXT Unity Tag Championships. Well, what if we came up with our own, not at all similar versions? That would really cause a mutiny.
I would have just wanted to go invade them right back, but I'm intrigued.
Two of the key players in the recent NXT Mutiny attack were the Unity Tag Team Champions. The Raw and SmackDown side has countered not with an attack, but instead by creating brand new Tag Team Championships of their own. Please welcome the brand new Unified Tag Team Champions, the #1 draft pick, and their partner who's making their WWE debut.
Thanks, Kathy. You might recognize my new partner from his time in MMA. But now he's here to help me take down this NXT mutiny. And what better way to do that than with these fancy new championships?
That's right. The GMs thought we were the perfect pair to hold these new unified titles.
I gotta say, this sounds and looks very similar to the NXT Unity titles.
Not at all. Our titles have red accents, while theirs have silver.
Our titles are open to intergender competition from any brand, not just NXT.
And finally, our titles have never been lost in a match.
Okay, but isn't that just because they're brand new? I'm still not seeing how these titles are any different.
Zip it, Kathy. We'll show you and the entire WWE Universe just how special and unique our unified championships are when we defend them later tonight on Raw.
Okay, can't wait.
Well, technically, this is a championship match. The arena doesn't have the usual electricity.
Well, because it's not really a title match, Michael. You can't expect people to get excited about championships these two just made up.
Well, every championship once was something that someone just made up, Saxton. And if you're still looking for something to get excited about, we have the debut of a new WWE superstar. Boom, what a forearm.
That is a power-packed punch.
Countering that offense. Oh, did you hear that?
Caught with a clothesline. Look at this. Kick lands. Oh, that might have just broken something. Ripped in the hard way.
And Zelina finding herself on the defensive.
Tough night so far for Zelina.
The challenger unable to stay out of harm's way.
He's got to keep in mind, pacing is everything in a tag match like this. Sent flying. It couldn't have felt good being chucked around like that. Crank in the head. Look at this. Driving down with the axe handle. Ooh.
He's just stacking up these attacks.
Yeah, this is what he came to do. He just flipped the script there. Drop with the spine buster. Stop. Here we go. Jackknife powerbomb. The champ delivering when it counts. And the champs retain.
Here are your winners, and still the Unified Tag Team Champions,
The long history this new duo shares was evident here tonight as the Unified Champs look like a well-oiled machine and successfully defended their titles.
Sure, Michael, but they will likely have an even tougher time defending these ridiculous titles in the court of public opinion.
I see what you're doing here with these Unified Championships. Funny.
I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny.
You used to date each other, right?
Don't hold that against me.
I won't. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral on this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it. So this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
Is it, though? Like you said, you're too close to this. It might be clouding your judgment.
I know you're new here, so I'll let that slide.
Bottom line, we're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Your plan seems to be working. Mutiny is definitely annoyed.
Yep, told you it'd get their attention. Now we just need to take things further to give Mutiny and their Unity champion something else to complain about.
What'd you have in mind?
Cosplay. It always comes down to cosplay.
You're really taking me out of my comfort zone here, but I'll do it.
All this fun cosplay can't distract the so-called unified champs from the fact that they are facing off against Valhalla and Eric tonight.
Definitely, Michael. It would be a real shame if they lost their focus and their titles.
Didn't you find these unified titles silly, Saxton?
They're growing on me, Corey.
Cranking the head. Look at this. Robbing their opponent by the skull and slamming him down.
Just breaking down the opponent. Clawing the face. Is this necessary?
Ripping at the eyes. An overbearing amount of offense against Eric here.
Every form of offense Eric attempts is being neutralized.
And he saw that coming from Eric.
Oh, that's how you establish dominance.
I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that.
Where's the honor in that?
That was showing great awareness of positioning, placing yourself between the ref and your opponent.
Ooh, man. Ooh.
Down to opponent and a double axe handle smash.
The challenger really struggling to avoid major damage.
After that, maybe it's time to tag out for a second. Looking for more damage here.
Release back suplex. That is the champion demanding respect, saying I can control you anytime I want to.
I don't think this is going to end well. All the way up. This might be it. The tag team champions retain.
Here are your winners, and still the unified tag team champions, Michael and
Hey, sorry I haven't checked in sooner. I've been tied up with all this mutiny stuff. How's it going here so far?
I'd say pretty good, since we just got ourselves a match for the Unity Tag Team Championships.
I saw that. I'll admit I had no idea what you were thinking at first, but it does appear to be working. Still, I'm nervous about you competing at NXT. If I had to guess, there will be some outside interference.
So what do you propose we do to counter that? Hire a team of security guards to surround the ring? They could secretly be working with Mutiny. Oh, what if they were apes? Apes are strong and tough and loyal. Security apes. Is that a thing? Nah. We wouldn't have time to train them before the match.
I was going to suggest I'd be there to watch your backs.
You're no security ape, but at least you're trained. That'll work.
Grab your popcorn and try not to blink. The Unify and Unity championships both up for grabs in one match. That has literally never happened with these titles before.
Remember to breathe, Saxton. You're almost as ridiculous as these look-alike belts. Clearly the Unified champs annoyed Mutiny enough to make this match happen.
No matter the reason, this unification match will undoubtedly be remembered by some in some way for some time.
Ooh! Ooh! Look at this.
That kick will stop you in your tracks.
Oh, ouch! Spectacular counter into a dragon screw.
And he retaliates. Oh, look at this. Headbutt!
Robbing their opponent by the skull and slamming him down.
Now a big swing of momentum against King.
Lex is unable to use his wide arsenal here.
To the gut.
Ooh, well measured.
Talk about cocky, gloating after placing the knee on the back of the neck. Oh, perfect kick. Oh, quick way to respond with the reversal. Ooh, loving blows.
Look at this.
Oh, kick connects. Oh, what a high kick.
Oh, turned it into a rocking hit. He tags out. Locking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline. But Lexus came with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain. Wait, foot on the ropes.
It's SmackDown GM Nick Aldis. They were ready for this.
Credit to the Unified champions for being prepared. Hold on. Spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough. Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
1, 2,
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions. We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Nick Aldis.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now, taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you goaded them into defending their Unity titles, and then walked away with them too. Well done.
Thanks. Nick Aldis came through when it mattered. It was a team effort.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldis and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
We spoke to him, and he insisted it's what's best for business. I guess we have to take him for his word at this point.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?